Uncommon Stories of Brisco and Bradshaw. I would be Bradshaw. That would be your Chickasaw native, your Chickasaw Hall of Famer, Oklahoma's favorite son, Mr. Gerald Brisco. And what a treat we got today. We got the person that owns Puerto Rico. We got the Puerto Rican mayor, the Puerto Rican
Oh
king,
my
the
God.
Puerto Rican legend. He is a legend in sports entertainment. He is a legend in lucha. He's a legend in professional wrestling. He is my first match that I had in WWE, my first angle, my first storyline, my first everything. He's pretty much responsible for my success in my career, and he's one of the best dudes around. He is Mr. Savio Vega. Savio, welcome to the show.
Guys, thank you very much for having me. Brisco, I remember seeing you here in Puerto Rico in a Lubrier Stadium, living one time. We never talk about this when we are in WWF by that time in the Attitude Era. But I remember you leaving the ballpark, you and your brother and Invader in a big Cadillac. What's a show? I forget the name of the show, whatever. But I remember coming here to Puerto Rico a few times, and I went to see you and see the car or whatever. But thank you.
You're that guy that threw the rocks at me, huh?
The one, yes.
I remember the face now.
But your baby face. We take care of the baby faces.
Yeah, you did, man. What a great place to work down there, Savio. I mean, I loved it down there. My brother and I, we would, where'd you go? We'd volunteer to come down there all the time.
Well, we lost Savio
already, John. What'd you do?
What did you do?
What'd you do to lose him?
He had to bring up throwing rocks at you.
I probably accused him of throwing rocks at me, and he got mad and he left.
He's mad at you now.
Either that or going and got some more rocks.
Yeah, he went to get some more rocks.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll come back home as soon as he can. Probably forgot to charge his phone up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting Savio Vega to show you the respect that he has for us. He's getting ready to do one of his major shows, and he's taking time out of the schedule today to come on and entertain everybody out there. But what a great guy. I know, like you said, John, I had selected your opponent, when you came in for your tryout. And I was looking at the roster, and man, Savio Vega, he's the perfect guy for something like this. And man, did he give you a match as a blizzard, man? Talk about cold, man. The governor closed the damn roads down. We had about 300 people in that damn Bethlehem auditorium there. Savio was just telling the story how gracious you were with John on that first night there in the territory there.
Hey, I remember my first tryout, the one that I got thanks to Scott Hall, Razor Ramon. He's the one that get me in that company, and I remember coming from Japan. And I did my first match was in Syracuse, and I treat the guy, good, easy. And soon I come back to the dresser to the back, he chopped me right in the chest, bam. I say, okay? He say, yes. What happened with that match? I said, what do you mean? He say, where's the TNT that kicked my ass in Puerto Rico, that beat the hell out of me? I don't see that guy there. I said, well, I just want to do something good. No. I want to see the heel guy, blah, blah. I said, okay, tomorrow you have another match. I said, all right. So I did the TNT. I was good, and people that I have, let's say that I don't went to the ring thinking that I have to help this guy to do whatever. I said, let's do a match. Let's show me what you can do. I did that with Steve Austin when Pat Patterson told me you have a match with Steve. I never met Steve before. I never known nothing about him before till that day in San Antonio, Texas. I did the tryout with John here, and let's go to the ring. Let's have a match. That's it. I'm already in. He's the one coming in, and we did great. And well, he's there. He make the money big time, and the story's there. Yeah. Going back with a little bit with Steve, years later, after I left the company, I see things, little pieces and pieces here, there. And I said, well, why we have such a good chemistry, in the ring, Steve and me. Then I realized, I say, well, this guy, he was working in Louisiana, Texas, Florida, all that area. So I was working with few of the guys from that area that come to Puerto Rico. But at the same time, I say that we studied the same book. It was just one book of wrestling. Simple stuff. That's it. And so when we got together in San Antonio, Texas, I remember I was lacing my boots, and here come Pat. When I arrived, I looked, we look at the list, if I'm off that night or what. So I look at the list and I said, I see Savio Vega against Steve Austin. I said, okay, here come Pat. I said, Savio, this is Steve, Savio, you working guys together. You going over. That's it. I said, okay, no problem. So this is what I said to Steve that night, that afternoon. I say, I don't know you, you don't know me. So my finish is a spinning kick. Let's call it in the ring. He said, okay, just like that. My God. We finished that match. I believe that was the first match of the night. And we got the people going crazy. I went back to the dressing room waiting for him. Soon I come in, here come Pat yelling, Savio, tell me. I say, do you see that match? He said, yes. I said, you tell me. And he said, what's great? I said, I love it. Here comes Steve. I shake his hand. I said, brother, what a match. And this is the first time we met. Pat says, tomorrow you guys have another match. It's beautiful. Now we put some together to, make something structured. Brother, from that point on, they put us together, I don't know, 6 months, a year or something like that. And every time we work, we do whatever best we can. It was great. With John, we did the strap match gimmick. Remember when we worked with the ECW people?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Hey, I also remember Jerry Savio tells me, he says, hey, listen, the fans really like when you hit with a strap really hard and they hear the sound. And I said, you're wearing a jersey.
Yeah, I remember.
I did Savio that jersey, and he would sell it like it's hurting me. He would hit me with it. I'd feel like he's crumbling my spine. I'm out there without a shirt.
Yeah, that makes you itch, that's
yeah.
Wow. What I remember, I don't know if you know that, Jerry. It's Bruce told me about, what's gonna happen. He said, don't say nothing to nobody. So okay. Say, what about John? No, I want the natural reaction. So okay. So we prepare everything. We did what we did. And we have a spot next to them, and something happened that we went to the other side of the ring. So I said, no, we need to go here. So we are in the strap. He have to follow me. It's not another way. So now we are close to the guys. Here come, I forget the name now. Jesus.
It was Bubba Dudley, maybe Tommy Dreamer, Sandman.
Sandman's, he spit the beer, throw the beer on me, and I just sell it, and here comes John. What else? He went to fight. Good that we are strapped, so I just pull him because he was ready to jump on them. And I'm not, no, let's go this way. He's like, no, that's not about this. No, come on this way. So we go inside the ring. The blah, blah, blah happened there. The guys in the back, the Garwins want to come down and fight. Close call to have a mess in the ring.
It was a real close call. All the boys in the back were going to come out. I remember. Real close.
Yes.
Well, was that one on the invasion thing, or what was that, John?
Yeah, Jerry. When you came out and Bruce told you it was at work, you wanted to fight too.
I wanted to fight Bruce.
yeah. Because nobody knows. He just they just told me, and I said, okay, let's keep it quiet then. But
Savio, right before we went out, Lanza pulled me aside, and he didn't tell me, but he told me, he goes, if anything happens in one of the corners, don't overreact. And I said, I said, why would you tell me if anything happens in a corner, don't overreact unless something's going to happen? And as soon as it happened, I got really hot. I thought, what are these guys doing with their match? But when you grabbed me and put it around me, and you were calm as you could be, you go, no, let's go back in the ring, You hit the rope around my neck. And that's when I realized, all right.
It's a work.
Yeah. Bruce told me I had to go down there. He said, come with me. So, I'm going to protect Bruce because I know Bruce can't protect himself or he wouldn't ask me to protect him.
It's true.
So we got down there and one of those guys pushed me. And, it was a push. And fuck it, man. I started going over the barricade. All of a sudden, I felt Bruce grab me by my pants and pull me back on the other side. He said, no, it's a work. And I looked at Bruce. I was going to nail Bruce. I was so pissed because, you guys did the thing so well that it looked like it was a shoot, So I was going to protect Bruce because I knew Bruce would get nailed and it'd be my fault he got nailed.
Yeah, that's the way to do the stories or the angles, whatever they want to call it, the right way. When you sell it to the boys and they buy it, so imagine the fans, So
and Savio, you remember literally, the whole dressing room emptied. There was going to be a war out there.
When I went back, I remember the Garwins, they just meet me in the back. I say, what happened? That son of a bitch, let's go out there. I say, relax. That's a work. I said, no, that was a shoot. No, but that's when they realize, I say, it's not a shoot because if it was a shoot, you punch the son of a bitches right there.
That's right. That's right.
So he's like, okay, I'm guilty. I can do,
Because Savio, it was so funny when you put the rope around my neck, you were so calm. You were just in my ear. You go, it's okay. We're going back in the ring. And that's when I realized, okay, all right.
You realize what Atlanta told you then, huh?
That's right, yeah.
Something up. But yeah.
Hey, Savio, you had another big incident one time. It was you and Steve when the lights went out in the Carolinas, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? That's a big time story too. Because
that's a huge story.
From that, the pay-per-view got just one match, then have the last match, and the company realized they need to have generators.
Yeah, that's right.
So from that point on, it's like what the heck? Another story for WWE. Yes, I remember Steve is in the ring. Here I come. Soon Kevin Dunn put the camera on me right there. Boom. Just a fraction of the second. You see my face and the lights went off. Now we killing time. Well, the lights coming back. We are killing time. And that killing time, Steve is, aggressive, tried to hit me, blah, blah, blah. At one point, he just grabbed me across my head right here. Bam, with the belt because he was shooting, straight. And he's, oh my God, I said, you son of a bitch. I'm jumping like a rabbit, rubbing in my head. Now, here come Bruce. He said, guys, start the match. Because the light was we already 10 minutes, maybe, or 5 minutes, whatever time, killing to waiting for the light. So here come Bruce and say, guys, start the match. We did like 25, half an hour match. Waiting. No lights. We finished the match. We are all beat up. All bruised up. And here come Pat in the back. He say, guys, you off tomorrow in Raw, but we have to do this match on Tuesday, encore, because the no pay-per-view. Yeah. And we are like, oh, I say, okay. You say, you have half an hour for that match. I say, okay. Steve and me, we look each other like, damn, but hey, we have to do it. It's no way. That's when they put the story of Ted DiBiase. That's when he went to WCW, and it was good. We did, but to be honest, I like the first match of that. That was the real lights out match. I like that match better than the second one, and the second one's more stuff or whatever. But maybe because we are bruised up already, and that hurt more,
Hey, Savio, I think it was I think it was your match because Mr. Briscoe came and got us, all the boys, and said, hey, we got a real problem. We don't want to give away the finish because we may have to do this over because the pay-per-view lights went out. And so they sent all of us out to run in on you and Steve. So the match wouldn't be the finish. I think it was you, that was the match. But what makes it worse is Briscoe says, go, go, go. So we all, me and Crush and a bunch of guys go running out the curtain. And Jerry says, no, wait a minute, come back. So we stopped, went back. So the fans in attendance are sitting in the dark. They see wrestlers come out, wrestlers go back. Then Jerry goes, no, go, go, go.
Yo.
Remember, Jerry?
Wow. That night was so messed up in so many ways, you know. And damn lightning storm there, and where was South Carolina, North Carolina, one of those Carolina,
something like that.
One
of the Carolina, yeah. Was a heavy rain.
Foley was under the ring and thought he had kicked a cable and knocked the monitor out. He thought he had done something. So he's under the ring the whole time.
That's true. I remember that. Yeah, that's true. Wow. How many years is that? That's already what, 20-some, 23 years.
I forgot Foley was under the ring until you said that, but he was under there most of the night.
Yeah, and he thought he the way he tells the story, which I'm sure is true, is he thought he had kicked a cable or something because it's dark under there, and he thought he had knocked out the monitor. He didn't know the lights were out everywhere. So somebody had to go in the ring and get him.
Wow. Yeah, I remember that light come back for the last match of the pay-per-view.
Right.
And I believe it was Shawn Michaels against somebody. And that's what the people in home see, the first and last match. I remember that and of course, I mean, the people could see the show there because the little lights, they have security lights or whatever. But and your eyes adjust to the dark. But it was a good show. Good show.
Yeah, it turned out. I remember we had to go over Charleston was the next night when we could redo the pay-per-view.
And Jerry, they thought they were going to get the pay-per-view back online, and so they put another couple matches out there. They told me and Jake Roberts to go out there, and they said go until we say go home. They said it could be 20 minutes, it could be 2 minutes. We don't know. And as soon as we got out there, Jake's killing some time because we don't know how long we're going to go. And before we even lock up, Tim White comes to us and goes, guys, go home, be out of here in 30 seconds. And we hadn't even locked up yet. So we went straight to the finish, did something, whatever it was, DDT or clothesline, whatever it was. And we had about a 10-second match.
That crew, I mean, I believe this one too have more, more stuff of communication. But in that time was still old timers. And the chemistry of that crew was so good, with the communication and let's go home now and do this, let's do that. And I love it. It was another experience for me, coming from Puerto Rico and don't have like a teacher, a master with me all the time telling me that's good, that's not good. What they told me is watch matches, look matches. That's that's what I see. That I did.
Savio, take us back those days. Who were your mentors? Who helped train you? How did you get in the business? Because I know Puerto Rico kind of like Florida was. You basically had to get the crap beat out of you to get in the business.
Yes, sir. All right. When I fell in love with wrestling, I don't know. I was like 10, 11 years old, something like that. I remember that like it was yesterday. In my house was a black and white TV, Hitachi, and almost 5 o'clock. I didn't even know the time, but I grabbed that TV from my parents' room and I put it in my room. I plug it in, start the watch, and here in Puerto Rico we have just channel 2, 4, 7, and 11. 4 channels. That's it. So just start, blah, blah. The remote control was the kids. So
yeah. I was a remote control too.
Me too. So I was doing the, switching. And I just went one time, like nothing to see. I went back again and here, 5 o'clock, channel 7, Titans of the Ring. which is the Argentinian wrestling, which was the real characters, real. I mean, you got the guys with real characters, like we still do it, but they have the STP guy coming with the formula car, to the ring. You have the David, the sheepherder with the sheeps. I mean, you have the mummies. You have all the gimmicks. And, that was like for kids from Argentina. So soon I just hit that button, I just went crazy. Something went, brother, through my eyes and got in my brain and still there somewhere. So I started watching that, and every Sunday at 5 o'clock, I have to be in front of that TV. So I start watching all the time. Here come in school, talk to my friends. Do you watch this wrestling? Blah, blah, blah. To me, that was already 1974, 75. I was like 10, 11 years old. Why? Because in the school, we're talking to my friends. They say, do you watch the Channel 4 wrestling? And I say, no. He say, well, watch that because somebody's calling me here. I don't.
There he goes again. That's what it was. He got a phone call.
Got a phone call. Yeah, he'll be back. Yeah, but
that was an amazing time in the Carolinas. Literally, they put me and Jake Roberts out there. You may have done it, and said, "Hey,
did. I was in charge of
go out there. We think we're going to come back online. We don't know how long we're going to be, so just go until we go home." Said literally, you might go half an hour. We didn't know. So Jake's, killing time as he should. He's, he's over like crazy, and he's killing time with the Carolina crowd where he was really over.
Yeah.
And Tim White comes to me, and goes, "Kid, we got to be off out of here within 30 seconds." He goes,
"Wow."
He goes, "If you can make it 20, better." And me and of course, we went straight into whatever the finish was.
Yeah, and Jake had no problem with that.
Oh no, Jake didn't care.
Here now, sorry.
You're a popular man, Mr. Promoter.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I tell you, you're the mayor of Puerto Rico.
Everybody's calling like crazy. Okay. No, now, so I talked to my friend. I said, "You watch the wrestling Channel 7?" He said, "No, but the Channel 4 have some wrestling." I said, "Yeah, because the Channel 7 finished." He said, "Watch that." So I switched, Saturday at noon. So I started watching the local wrestling now. Now I got more involved in that. I want to go to the arenas.
Now was that the local wrestling, or was that Georgia, Florida, or cable? Or what?
No, that was local with Carlos company. And remember, I don't have no, by that time, no cables, nothing like that yet. So when local wrestling come to my town, I'm there all the time. I don't think I miss one of the cards. I'm there watching. Now martial arts come to my town, 2 blocks from my house. So I see this flyer and I look at it and say, well, I want to see this. So I went there. The picture is already lost. When they took a picture, you see me sit down. I saw the picture sitting down in the crowd with my leg crossed, watching what they doing over there. And after they finish, they invite, if you want to join the room, the class, blah, 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 blah. I even have 1 cent in my pocket. I'm a kid. I said, yes, I want to do it. So I talked to my dad. They said they agree. They put the kid there. My grandmother, God bless her, she started paying me the classes. My dad come to a point with the business with my teacher in where he said, well, you cannot leave the back here and the fighting gloves or whatever. What about if we take it to my house and you give the class for free for my kid? And he said, well, let's do that. So now they come to an agreement, but they don't, I'm happy because that's going to happen. But I have to carry the bag and the 2 bags, 2 blocks, and go three floors up, no elevators, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that was my first training. I was training legs big time, coming with 1 bag here, 1 bag over here with my kimono, all the way 3 stories up. So 3 floors up. So At one point, I said, well, we are not using the second bag. Can I leave that bag at home on Fridays? Because I don't need it. He said, yeah. Now, I finished there my black belt. And one day, one Friday, I remember, Junior, this guy, local guy, he left the room, the class, and he come back 1 year later, and we are stretching, and I asked him, I'm already like 13, 14, something like that, and I said to him, what are you doing? He said, 1 year is today, 1 year that I left the the dojo. I say, okay, what are you doing? He say, I was wrestling. When he say that, brothers, I just grab him by the kimono. I mean, I just got a grip on him. I said, brother, you have to take me there. Please, I want to be a wrestler. And he's like, okay. He said, take me, take me. I was so exciting. I don't know. I was crazy. And he said, okay, but let me go. The whole hour on the class, I'm doing something, and I turn around to him and say, remember, you have to take me. And I was so I don't know. So yes, that week coming up, he took me to the place in Dorado, Puerto Rico. It's driving 20 minutes, but if you don't have a car, it's a long way. I paid. Sometimes I asked my grandmother, can you give me $2 so I could give gas to this guy gonna take me to the wrestling class or whatever. When I'm there, they left me, and I have to walk back.
Wow.
Through the country, dark. Sometimes I went there in bicycles. I mean, I want to do it. I want to do it bad. So looking at what the structure of what they do in there, I learned right away. I start picking things right away without people telling me nothing. And so they teach me the bumps. And sometimes I went to that gym by
you're
myself.
What, 14 years old, Savio?
Something like that. Yes, yes. So I say, I start picking stuff, and now I make friends with other guys that live a town behind me, Vega Baja. I was living in Vega Alta. So when he come through to go to Dorado, he picked me up, take me to the gym. I was grateful, man. I learned a few things here, there. Now, this day, they say, we're going to have a show behind here. It was a big building. What do they call them? A festival. It was a festival for the town. So we're going to have wrestling there. I say, oh, good. So you're going to wrestle. I'm already like 5 months only. And even, I don't know, so you're going to wrestle.
How big of a kid were you, Savio?
Pardon me?
How big of a kid were you at that time?
I was already like 200 maybe by that time, easy, and flexible, because I was doing the Taekwondo gimmick, right. And I feel good, so exciting. So I don't know, man. What's on? I believe all the time when I sit down here and look back of the story of my career, it's like everything was made and happened to be in where I am right now. A couple of things here, maybe a problem over there to switch me to this side. No, that's not the track. You have to move to the other track. Something happened there to take me in where I am right now. Because in few things that I'm thinking, if that happened the way that I want it, this is not happen right now, which is have my own company. I hit that wall maybe few times till I learned, hey, duck. You have to duck. You have to leapfrog. You have to left and right or drop down. Something happened that took me to in where I am right now. I have a great crew of people, from booking, editing, and boys, ring crew, selling tickets. Everything is in line, the way to work when I'm not there. Because in few times I got booking or I got something in different place, and they know what to do. They know exactly what to do. I in the beginning, of course, I have to worry about what is the right word is, cutting the chase. When you have a big time maestro in the front of 50 musicians, and you have this guy with the little stick, and where that stick go, that crew have to go the same way. Because if just one go at different notes, you gotta notice. So that's what I did. I learned how to work with people. When I left the company in WWE in '99, we start that company here in Puerto Rico, and with not too much experience, I have to work with guys with stories, learn more about the television, about the all whatever, how it is. And your times you don't have like a YouTube where you could say, hey, let's do something here, it's gonna be cheaper. But you have television, which was stronger in your era, and still is strong, when it's right, done right the right way. So I'm very happy and grateful that I have these people working with me, because man, they're more exciting. I have, let's say, I have totally a new generation of kids that was watching me when I was doing my stuff in Puerto Rico, in the States, and in the beginning with IWA Puerto Rico. Now they are in the company that they watch, and we are very, very picky with who we're gonna let in, because not everybody, you know how it is. You cannot pick everybody. You need to pick the right people that know the people. I mean, the magnet. We need to pick those magnet so the fans come and spend some money, because this is a business. So we need to make some money, and we are in the structure of a crew, going step by step with different guys, and we are doing that. We have a show just finished December 16th, which was a great show. Now we are preparing this Saturday, this January the 6th, the opening of the year. That's the Three Kings Day show. And man, we are excited. The guys are, they already want to work every week, every day. But in this point now, everything is low, so we need to go with the flow. But we are very, very happy.
Savio, yes. Were you surprised? I wasn't. I was happy about your response that you got at the they call them premium live events now, pay-per-view that they had, the WWE had in Puerto Rico. When you walked out, that place went crazy, and you knew so much enough to milk it. You just sat there and took it in, let them build up. I'm sitting there watching. I was so proud, happy for you.
Thank you.
What a great moment. But then what did that feel like?
Yes. I'm at home, and here come my third kid, Sebastian, and he showed me the picture of Bad Bunny with the candle, say, a mi manera para calle. It's the more or less my way or the highway. That's what I use the word here in Puerto Rico. I was a general manager of the company, but a bad one, a son of a gun. That guy was bad, Savio Vega. So he come and showed me the picture, say, hey, look at this. And I look, I said, wow, nice. I didn't even watch the show, to be honest. So I see, I say, nice. And here come friends sending me a bunch of messages. Look at this, Bad Bunny. Everybody's Bad Bunny. Look at that. I say, wow, nice. Look, that went viral. So, all right, good. Here come Damian Priest. He got in contact with me. Bruce got in contact with me, and they said, well, we like to have you in the show, blah, blah, blah. I say, oh, let's do it. So we keep it quiet. I mean, we keep it, the way it is. Why we have that reaction? Because all the fans have the picture in their head that Tio Savio Vega have to go there. He have to be there. He have to be tag team with Bad Bunny. He have to help. They just make their stories. Crazy. Everywhere I go, do you see the Bad Bunny this and Bad Bunny that? And I say, yeah, I see. but you have to go there, call them. They're pushing me. You have to call them. You have to tell them. I said, that people don't even, they don't know nothing about me no more. Already, I did the blood test. I did the cardiologist. I already done everything. So I just keep it quiet. We know, of course, it's going to be a reaction, but the reaction that people there show, to this day, good bumps. Still. I mean, we taped that vignette with Mysterio and Bad Bunny like 20 minutes before, maybe, and they told me, no, we're going to show that just in the pay-per-view. All of a sudden, boom, the screen. I went like, oh my God, but they're going to stooge, I don't know what they doing. So, hey, they know what they do. So good. One of the Mexican guys, he say, let's go outside to see this. I said, don't worry, I stay here in the dressing room. I have a monitor there, the speaker. And now,
how did you get into the building that day? You got in?
Oh no, early. I was already there 2:00.
Okay, 2:00. Yeah. Wow.
2:00. Yeah, because they told me to come early and quiet. I just arrived and I just went under the radar and phew, get in, let's go and hide. So I went. They took me to. I went to the first one I see was Bruce. I believe it was Brutal or Triple H. And they say, hey, take it to Bad Bunny. He want to see him. I went there to meet him. I never met him before. And he's a huge fan of Savio Vega, the TNT, because I say, we watch you. I mean, I was our kid and that. We talk about wrestling a little bit. So we know it's going to be a reaction, of course, but that reaction went crazy. I mean, and the monitor that I have, you could see the image. The speaker don't work in that moment. And but you hear the people. I mean, went crazy. That if you see that tape, you cannot hear what we talking. The people was so loud that the speakers they have that day there. You can in one point in the beginning we talk. When I just show him, the camera hit me. I mean, the reaction was so loud that you cannot hear what I say to him. And then Carlitos was a great reaction too. So when I come back at the end and they see the action, they went crazy. And in the position where I was, you got that sea of people there, and they just you hear them go, Tio Savio, Gerald, okay. They say Tio Savio. I mean, I just went crazy. Wow. Not just that. I have a bunch of videos of people in home yelling and screaming like crazy. I got
Savio. Me and Jerry were one of those people at home yelling and screaming.
Yeah, you could hear me. You could hear me through all the way to San Juan when I saw you, man. I was so happy for you. I was. It was awesome.
That was, to be honest, guys. That was. I mean, something that I don't expect. Like I say, of course, with the years in the business, it's going to be a reaction, but that reaction that people there made, wow, was crazy. They somebody says, they compared that with when the Steve Austin or The Rock come in. I said, but you cannot compare that with those reaction because they have so many years in the company. So you make that reaction grow and grow and grow. I was out for 25 years and I just show up one time, So it's like, wow, yes, that's true, but I mean, the people enjoying it, they still talking about. They still talking about that.
I find it so amazing. A universal, a global superstar at Bad Bunny, the way he reacted to you. I mean, you could tell his respect for the business and his respect for you coming through the pictures of him. That's how good of a performer that guy is. It must have felt awesome to have a guy on that stage react to you like that in person.
Yeah. When I remember when I arrived, they took me to him. He was getting a haircut, and he come to me, he hugged me, and we talk a little bit, and then later we talk a little bit more. When they're ready to tape, they tell me, Savio, get ready. I'm ready. Ray's ready. And I asked, where's Bad Bunny? He say, oh, he's sleeping. I said, sleeping? And I look, I say, we need to work. You know how it is. It's something we have to do. Let's do it. And I look, I say, well, wake him up. So no, give him a few more time. I said, we don't have time. I just went there, knock at the door, open it, and his manager, he's looking at me like, oh, okay. I just come in and say, sweetie pie, let's go, And he woke up and say, well, we need to tape, brother. We need to do this. I said, yeah, let's do it. He got ready, and we went to a location in the building, and he said, I don't like this because this and that. I say, you're right. He got wrestling mind.
Wow.
And that's when he said, what about this place? So they got a little room, look like a dressing room right here. Let's do it. And we finished that. What a match he did with Damian Priest. Those two guys. Oh,
amazing,
my God.
Both of them are, but for Bad Bunny to not be in the business and to come in, he's I guess the best celebrity athlete outside.
I thought he sold the show at the WrestleMania too.
Everything he's done has been excellent.
He's a magnet. That kid is a magnet, and I mean the match. I got scared in two moves that he did, and I said, and one was from outside to the inside, from the rail, and he landed almost in his knees. I'm like, oh shit, don't get hurt, please.
Yeah, please.
So he get up from there and continue everything. Everything was very, very good.
What do you think it is about him that makes him just being a fan and appreciating the business?
He loved wrestling. Yeah. I mean, he got that inside him. He loved
got it in his blood.
Yes. I mean, and watch wrestling for many, many years too. That got into the guys. I mean, it's like, I don't know. Like I say, I believe it's the same bug in his head in wrestling. That hit me. Now we say hello, blah blah in the back. I went to the dressing room, change, and I went to his dressing room, and somebody say, oh, he's at the doctor. I say, doctor, what happened to him? I just rushed in. When I come in, it's a lady. I just noticed she's from the States, no Spanish. So they doing the test, he's push here, pull there, let me do this, let me do that, check on this, check on that. I just went in and I say in Spanish to him, the fuck are you doing? and he said, well, they checking on me. I said, brother, at my times, you finish the match, you got a case of beer and you jerk off 2 times and fucking let's do the next day. He said, I don't know how you guys do it. I said, well, I mean, that's what we do.
Cool. It's really cool to see a guy that big of a star, be a fan of the business. It's really cool because he's really talented guy.
Oh my God, he have I don't know, something in him. It's like I say, he's a magnet, man. He's good, and
what was amazing. I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off. What was amazing was, people were talking about that pay-per-view, premium live event now they call them, but they're talking about that pay-per-view saying, oh man, that Puerto Rican crowd was on fire. No, they weren't. They were a Puerto Rican crowd.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
Puerto Rico. I mean, the people don't realize that have never been there how passionate and those fans are. I mean, they're incredible.
Big time.
Every time I'm asked about Puerto Rico, I said, the number one thing, the fans are fantastic. I mean, you're like we were BSing earlier. As babyface, you guys really took care of it. But man, you walk out and those Labril, Roberto Clemente, the response at the Puerto Rican crowd, it's unlike any place you ever go.
And now this generation is more for the business. They like the art. They like what they do, that they see, and that era of throwing stuff and stuff like that already gone.
It's good.
Yes, to be honest, it's a before was bad. I mean, bad.
And plus, you had guys like Terry Funk, Abdul, and those guys who would entice it. They'd pick up a handful of gravel and throw it to fans. So what are they going to do? They're going to do it back to you.
Exactly. So you got you got real characters. You know you don't see those kind of characters these days. You don't see Abdullah the Butcher around. You don't see an Ox Baker around. You don't see those type of a Terry Funk cowboy crazy son of a gun. You know, and these days everybody want to look good, shiny, shaving, and beautiful. You know,
or like JBL, huh?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. Yeah.
Pretty boy. So,
hey, speaking of doctor, remember when Dr. Brisco was trying to fix your ear over in Europe?
Oh, right here. You know who did that cauliflower 1 2 3 kit. We are working. One time he's doing that. I think he's working. You know, the hell or whatever. He was, messing with my ear. So yes, we are in Italy, I believe was. And you helped me a lot. You say let's get a cast, but no cast nowhere. So I bought the needle, and I was sticking the needle and taking the blood out every day, and still have my cauliflower ear. You know. It's okay, but you helped me. Thank you very much. We try hard, but I mean, it's something that should be with me, and is with me there. So it's part of my career in wrestling.
You know, before social media, that was the most interesting thing on the tour. We'd all sit around and watch you drain your ear, and Dr. Brisco trying to tell you how to do it.
Yeah,
no, that's true. He helped me.
I know. I had plenty of experience with it all through the years. You know, the kids getting cauliflower ears, but yeah. Ted DiBiase tells the story too. His worked in reverse, man. I drained that thing out, and once again we didn't have a catch at 3 o'clock in the morning. We're all drunk, you know. Teddy, I could drain that ear for you, and I drained it, but the next morning because we didn't have that cast on. Boom!
Every time. I remember that hurt like a son of a gun because when we work in the ring, somebody touched me. He's like, ah. Yeah. But I mean, you helped me a lot. Then I continued draining till dry. You know, till it got hard, and it's right there. You know, I got my cauliflower ear.
You're proud of it now, right? I mean, we got a story.
Yeah, because I mean, now when you realize, going back. And I see guys in the street with the cauliflower ear. I know he's a MMA guy or judo guy. That's it. Before was no MMA, is judo, which almost right there, or jiu-jitsu. So when you see those guys, these motherfuckers know how to fight. Yeah, so be careful with those guys.
Yeah. You don't pick a fight with somebody with a cauliflower.
Yeah, because that person's been in a fight.
Yeah. Somehow, and many years, maybe. Well, not that many years, because with a good punch, you could open that, and get a cauliflower ear. But when the way they walk, and you see those ears like that, it's like, this son of a gun know how to fight.
Yeah.
So,
Savio, you mentioned Scott Hall earlier. Was you in Japan with him, and he got you over? How to take us through that process? How you ended up over in WWF?
80. This is 86, maybe. Yes, 86. The first person to take me to Japan was Abdullah when he was in Baba office, and they make at the end of the year this big huge tournament, and that year. They say was the biggest one, and Abdullah, I went to pick him up in the Isla Verde and Condado Sunday. That we going to the west side and of the island, and he say, "Hey kid, yes, you want to go to Japan?" Man, I just went like Japan. I say yes. I just played right there. Yeah,
You didn't ask him how much money or anything. Yes, I want to go. Right.
Hey, it's more money than here. So he say yes. I tell him yes. Say I'm going to talk to Carlos and make the arrangement or whatever. I say okay, don't worry, let's go. I was so excited because already Stan Hansen come over here. Baba come here long time ago. Brody was working here. Abdullah, and they talk about the Japan, and sometimes they bring magazines and stuff like that. And hey, I'm looking at that. It's like, wow, one day I like to go there. Till that day, Abdullah said that to me. I said, well, yes, of course, I want to go. So took me there. I almost canceled because I got kind of a sick, and Hugo Sabinovich, he said, do you what? Do you want to cancel that? I said, I feel bad. I said, he says, hey, get your vitamins, get your vitamin C or whatever, and you get in that plane. If you don't get in that plane, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you. I say, okay, but I'm fucked up. He said, go, motherfucker. So I flew there. We work. Those matches still around somewhere. I have the video, and I have the picture. In that tournament was Abdullah and me against Wajima and Baba.
Wow.
That was a Thai team.
Wow.
And you could look for that match in YouTube. That's in where I give Baba the side kick right in the chin, and you could see that it's like nobody in the world never do that before. So we are working, blah, 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 send it to the ropes, reverse it, and here I come with the big kick, bam, right there. And one of the photographers just got that on film, and I got that picture somewhere. And man, I was so excited. Baba got in love with my work. He talked to Abdullah. He said, I want him next month. We finished December. He said, I want him in January, the whole month, And here come Abby and say, hey, kid, you want to come back? I say, fuck yeah. Why not? Yeah, I love it. I love the food. I love this here. And he said, okay, talk to Carlos again. Let me go again. Till Abdullah messed it up. And I have to say that. He talked to me and start picking my brain, young kid, exciting to be there. He started picking my brain. Here in Puerto Rico by that time, business was already low. Carlos, to be honest, he was gambling too much, and we are behind few weeks here or there. Not 2, not 3, we are 4 or 5 weeks behind in the pay. So we are there, for the company to help the company anyway. We know the money that money will come anytime soon. Soon we get the territory up again. That took a long time ago. Why? Because now that I look back, like I said before, you realize what they doing so that don't happen. It's like a bad government, You're the government. If you want to do something good, like Najib Bukele in El Salvador, he turned the country around. So why you not can do it in your home? So they did a bad management, to be honest. That's what I learned. So I don't do that in my company. No, I want everything straight, nice, clean. So I always say that I learned the good and the bad from them. Now, so Abby, he picked my brain, few things here, there. What he did, went to his room and called Carlos. When we arrived here in Puerto Rico, Carlos, we like a week after, something like that. Carlos come to me and say, hey, what happened in Japan? I say, what happened and what? He said, well, and I started telling him, we have matches here or there. No. What happened there? I said, what do you mean? No, we work all over the place. We went here, there. No, I don't want to know about wrestling. So I don't know what the hell he's talking about. And I remember he said, with Abdullah. I said, what happened with Abdullah? He said, that he told me about something, the payments. I said, and then now I know what you're talking, what is in your head. So that's when I went, okay, yes. Well, I tell him about that we are behind and this, but why you have to talk about that? As well, he asked me, so I answer it. We have a conversation between A and B. So now that's when I realized, I say, well, Japan don't call me no more. I don't work no more for Japan. So I thought that was just those 2 trips to Japan, and that's it. Nah, they fucking cut me. They grab my plate of food and throw it right in the garbage and break the plate. No. I realized that, and I noticed that years later, because in the beginning, of course, I was so concentrated in what I'm doing. I want to make good here in Puerto Rico. So they took the food out of my mouth. that was Carlos, to be honest. So years later, Victor Quiñones, he bring Masa Saito, God bless him, Ricky Shoshu, and Masao Hattori. He bring them to Puerto Rico because he want them to see Miguelito Perez and me. And here come they put a match between the TNT and Masa Saito in Rio Grande, Puerto Rico. I remember that. And we went to the ring. Soon we working, Masa from the ring. I grabbed him, the gimmick. He just turned him around and went to Shoshu and went just like that, And I just grabbed him. Yeah, we are like this, and he just move over here, look at Shoshu, and he went like, dude. And that's when I looked at, I went like, well, I got an approving. That's what I say to myself. And we continue the match. We finish the match, blah, blah, blah. And here come Quiñones say, you have a tour next month. Oh, I said, wow, great. And Miguel too. So we went to Japan, worked for New Japan Pro Wrestling this time, Inoki's office. And man, I have a blast with those people. I worked great, many tours there. Till in that crew, the guy jeans, like they say, was sometimes they have somebody from Europe, but was Kokina, Rodney, Yokozuna, was Fatu there, Sam, Bader, Bam Bam Bigelow, and me. Wow. And sometimes Scott Norton. Yeah, that was the crew. So
when you add Scott Norton, that's the biggest crew ever, physically.
Exactly. Yes. So white people is still coming. You guys there? You hear me?
Yeah, we're here. Yeah, we're here.
I don't know how if I cut this here. Well, let's. If you hear
me,
good,
you're fine. Everything's fine.
Good. Let's keep it here. So, Rodney, by that time, he already did a tryout and everything for WWF in that time. So he finished that tour and he's gonna start in the company. And here Bam Bam Bigelow, I don't know what he went to do something too with the company, and I said to him, please, if you see Scott Hall, tell him I say hello. We wrestled here in Puerto Rico many times, like the Cowboy Scott Hall, and we did another story here between him and me, him and Carlos against me, Akim Molumba. I mean, we got involved in a few matches, and so I said to Scott Hall, to Bam Bam Bigelow, Scott, I said, brother, tell him Razor, I say hello. He said, okay. Next tour, Bam Bam Bigelow arrived. He come with the number. He said, here, Scott send you his number. He gonna be in home next week, next Monday. So we finished the tour right there. I'm in home too. So that was when the television was one day live, one day tape. So I call him to say hello. Say, hey, brother, how you doing? We talking. I see you, with the gimmick. You looking good. And he said, brother, I talked to the old man, and they want to give you a tryout. I said, what? He said, yes. I said, wow. Well, I'm working in Japan. This day. He said, we're going to be in Syracuse this other day. We plan everything. So Japan flew me. Instead Puerto Rico, they flew me to New York. Then WWF fly me here. So that's when I did my tryout. I did the 2 nights. The second night, I just bring the son of a gun out so they could see something there. Now, when I finished there, they sent me home. I wasn't home for almost 3 months, something like that, maybe a little bit more, working with nobody. I already was quit Carlos a long time ago, and I finished in Japan because when he told me, they say they're gonna hire you. So they sent me home. Almost 3 months, nothing happened. I'm starving already. I'm getting starved. I start working as a security to make some money. Till that one day I say, fuck it. I need to call these people to ask if they're gonna give me my job or what. And I call, and what's Ann Russo. Ann Russo, yeah, she answered me. And I say, how you doing? This is Juan from Puerto Rico, blah, blah, blah. I just want to know if you guys gonna give me my job because I already finished here. Say, somebody from the company gonna talk to you. I said, okay. Here come Pat. I didn't even know Pat before. So he got the phone and Pat, he was a sweet guy. And he talked to me and calmed me down and talked to me and he said, don't worry, we're gonna get you. I said, all right, no worries. So wait a little bit longer till one day, and Russo, Juan, say yes. Say you book to what's a SummerSlam or something like that in Texas and stuff like that. So like week before, I went to Mexico to make some clothing because here in Puerto Rico we don't have nobody. Now we have few people that work on that, but before it's nobody. Have to be Mexico. I flew on Monday, arrived at night. That night I talked to one of the guys to start making my stuff because I want to take it with me home. I have a schedule to go home Friday. Be there that week, and I called my wife to tell her, "Yay, I'm arrived okay." She say the company in the United States they call you. They want you to call back tomorrow. I said, "What happened?" He said, "Yeah, okay." So I call Ann. I say, "Ann, how you doing?" That's when they already have the Quan gimmick. She said, "Quan?" I said, "Yes." "We need you Thursday in San Antonio, Texas, West Texas, somewhere." And I say, like, well, I'm arriving in Puerto Rico on Friday. I'm in Mexico right now. She say, "Well, we don't care. You have to be, yeah, but hey, this is my first time with the big league
Right.
company, And he say, "We don't care. You have to be on Friday, Thursday." I say, "Oh, okay. Let me change it." That by that time, this is 94. Yeah, 94, 93, 94. You could change the tickets, was easy to change tickets or whatever. So I changed my ticket from Friday to Wednesday. So I switched all the stuff, whatever. Those Mexican brother, they work 24 hours to get my stuff. That guy worked, I mean, fat. He makes some boots. He makes some shin guards. He make me a mask. I don't know. So I pick my stuff, change my ticket, and let's go. Ronda, uh, uh, Jesus, what was the name here? Monster Reaper. She was come here as a Monster Reaper. Ronda. She was from Mexico. She wrestled here a few times. I believe she wrestled in WWF a long time ago. So she was the one to take care of me. I mean, I love that girl. She was a sweetheart. She picked me at the airport, took me to the hotel and stayed there. She got me the people, everything. I mean, she was, man. And so that's when, rest in peace, his soul, Ludwig Borga. He was working and he break his ankle. So they have to take him out and they put me instead, for that pay-per-view. So by that time was Diesel getting a push, and I remember I come in the ring, I just throw a kick on him or something like that. I land, get up, crossing over the top rope, and I got my first $5,000 check. So and I look at that and went like, wow. And even was 30 seconds.
Too many zeros on there.
Oh my God! I said, man, I was happy. I pay my house. I can, I was good, man. Thanks to them to give me that job. And remember, I was already quiet and everything, and those type of deals. They flew me from San Juan in the morning. I went to New York. A car picked me, took me to the office. I met with J.J. Dillon and Vince. My English was worse than now, but I was like yes, okay, yeah. I'm nervous. I'm all, Then after I finished there, I'm like, why do you not ask this? Why do you not ask that? What happened this? So that's an experience for later, And now that you suck all that experience, that's when I teaching the kids now how to speak, when to speak, and do this, don't do that. So it's a learning experience for me, all my path, till now. And
Salvo,
Man.
did your parents speak teach you English? Because even in the beginning, I always thought you could speak pretty decent English.
Well, my little English was learned in wrestling.
Yeah, and the rest
In
of
school,
wow.
in school, I mean, school here is the shit. So, you know, and a kid that want to be all over the place like a fly, you know.
You knew English would be a key to getting out, then, right?
Exactly. You know, so I learned my English in the watching the magazines from the States. So because I want to go, I want to be a wrestler. Uh, I hear the Spanish commentaries. So, and I was looking at the magazine and look, oh, headlock. So I'm looking, okay, lock is a, you know, you got a lock, but headlock. So, okay, I start learning drop toho, a hip toss, and a this and a that. So I start putting it all together. Now, one of my first bookers was Butch Walker Luke. And you know, Luke, I love Luke.
Who
I
taught him
love that
English?
the one.
Did anybody teach him?
Did anybody teach him English?
So listen to this. He was my first booker, big time. And when he talked to me slow, and I was, you know, in my head looking through the words to get, you know, the struct of the what he's saying to me. One time, I'm in somewhere in the States, and Vince, he was talking to me, and he say, "Let me ask you something." I said, yes. Who was your booker in Puerto Rico? I say, Butch Walker Luke. And he look at me as he's like, he go like this. He go, how the hell you understand him? And that's what I start laughing my ass. Well, I don't know, but I understand him big time. So in that story, when I was a security guard for the, you know, I coming from in the beginning of the story, watching the wrestling, from the wrestling visit the ballparks. One time I saw my uncle was one of the security guards, and I call him, hey. He looked at me and said, oh, what are you doing here? I said, I come to watch wrestling. I finished the card. A week after, I went to visit him. I said, can I go with you? You know, he said, well, after I finish there, I'm not coming back here. I have to work in another place. I said, okay, I look for somebody, you know, to bring me back home. And said, okay, nobody there. To be honest, I didn't even look for nobody. I was watching the wrestling. I was a kid. So I went there. I went with him to his job as a security in another place. And every week after that, I started going with him till a point where the main boss said to me, why we don't put the kid to work? We need somebody. I say, okay, we put it in the back, you know. Get your uniform. I'm now excited. Yes, I'm part of that. But don't even realize that I was getting closer and closer to the ring. Now, you have to earn your positions. So in the beginning, of course, go to all the way to left field, right field, or center field, or the ballparks, you know? Till you earn your position, and the main position that you want to be is the escort of the wrestler to the ring, you know? So I come to a point where I was there. So I was closer to the ring. Isaac Rosario, I don't know if you remember him. Isaac Rosario, he was one of the big time old timers here in Puerto Rico. I worked with him every Sunday in the West area because, I mean, they don't need too many people to work, just the ticket guy and two securities. And it was one of my uncles and me every Sunday there because I don't want to be close to the ring, to be honest. And I was making some money working. One day we are off of wrestling, and they did a match in the name of Isaac Rosario in his hometown. So I went there to wrestle. I have a mask. We were working under a mask, and I just arrived there and I say hello to Isaac, but he don't know me. He just said, "Shake my hand," and that's it. And I look for a point where I put a towel around me and I just show my face. So when he looked at me, I say, "Hey, because I was working with him every Sunday, talking to him, know him, and blah, blah, blah. I was defending him every time somebody messed around with him. I'm there. So when he looked at me and said, "Hey, man, what are you doing here?" I say, "I'm going to wrestle." "Are you wrestle?" I said, "Well, yeah." "You never told me that." I said, "Yeah, because I was quiet. I teach. I got good teachers in the business that teach me that. Kayfabe big time, all the time." So I said to him, "Yeah, come to wrestle." I say, "Well, I want to see you." I said, "Okay, man." We are last match, tag team match. All of a sudden, we finish the match, come back to the dressing room, take my mask, taking all the stuff, and here come Isaac. Open that curtain over there, and he say, "Man, you wrestle better than everybody here." Just like that. I just went like "Oh my God." I mean, you're going to get me in trouble with my guys. He said, "I'm going to talk to Carlos to see if they give you a tryout." I'm like, wow. I'm like, holy gaga. So he left, and all the boys, "Hey, man, remember me? Hey, what?" I said, "Motherfucker, said, what the heck? I didn't even, got a job or nothing, and you already telling me to take you there, So,
and you're still a teenager, right, at the time?
I still a fucking. I mean, I don't know.
You got a bunch of 40-year-old wrestlers telling the teenage kid, "Hey, get me a job, kid."
Yeah, give me a job.
Put me there. Put me over. So,
that is
give
such
me a
the boys.
Yeah. So what happened? A week after, talked to my boss in the security, and I went to talk to Isaac, and he said, "Okay, don't worry, we're gonna get him after in the front of the dugout, and so Carlos could see it." And that's what we did. They put me in the center field, and by that time, they already full in the escort there. So here come, they called me. I went to the front. I stand up in the front of the dugout. And here come Carlos hiding in the wall, spitting his tobacco. And he looked at me. Isaac say, "Hey, I saw him working, blah, 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 blah." Say, "Well, when Invader finished, let him talk to him." I said, "Okay." So Invader was in the ring. He finished. He was the booker. I went, they called me inside the dressing room. The security wasn't allowed in the dressing rooms, and we respect that big time. So here come, they call me in. When I'm in, I'm like, oh my God, different, because
Yeah.
I mean, you're an artist.
You're in
and
a big time dressing room.
Exactly. So it's like a shit. So they say, do you wrestle?" I say, "Well, yeah." He said, "Well, can you make it on Wednesday to Bayamon de Pepin Cicero?" I say, "Yes, of course." "You have the clothing, you stuff?" I say, "Yes." I didn't even have boots, So I said, "Yeah." So Wednesday come, I was in the building. I wrestled Jose Estrada, the super medic in that time. And I make a tag team match with one of Bret Hart's brother. He was living here in Puerto Rico. 2 matches. So, okay, let's do it. When I'm back in the dressing room, Jose said, "Can you make it next week, next TV?" "Yes." And also, "What about next week?" Till they say, "Can you make it to this town?" "Yes." "Can you make it to the other town?" "Yes." "What about this other town?" "Yes." So everything was yes, 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 because I want to wrestle. So now they start paying me. I was making some money. It's like, whoa, I'm doing this. I love this, and they pay me. Yes. So I bought my little car and start moving, around the island. Till one time, that's a good one. A Butch, Luke said to me, "Kid, we're gonna send you to Tennessee." I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay." I'm like, wow. But now they see that I wanted this too much. I was learning, so hey, let's invest in the kid. So say, send it to Tennessee, and I'm so excited. I went back home. I was living with my parents, and I said to them, "Hey, they're gonna send me to Tennessee to wrestle." And my dad went like, "What?" He said, "Listen to this." He said, "What?" It's like, "They're gonna send me to Tennessee." He said, "No, no way. You're not going to Tennessee. No, son of a bitch. There are racists there. You're gonna get in trouble, and you don't speak English." I'm like, I didn't even think about that. I don't know nothing about racing. I don't know nothing about that crazy stuff. So I'm like, when he told me that, I took it like going there. I said, "You crazy? I'm going there." In my head, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going." So, and I said to my mom, "I'm going." And I said, "Well, let me talk to him." I said, "Well, this is something that is, blah 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 blah." And here come Luke and say, "Kid, Tennessee is no go." I must stay like, "Oh, okay." He said, "We're gonna try to send you to Louisiana." So I said, "Okay." So I went back to home and I say, "Okay, Tennessee is not going. You don't want me to go to Tennessee, okay? But they're gonna send me to Louisiana." He say, "That's even worse." that's that's no way. You're not going over there. I'm like, what the hell? I don't know nothing about the story. I was into the wrestling. That's it. And I say, "Yeah, I'm going." They buy my ticket. I was Bill Watts' company. They bought my ticket. I got everything. Uh, I said to my mom, I'm going. And my dad went to his job, and I went to the airport. Yeah, I left without telling him, and because I want to do this so bad. So the story is I arrived in Baton Rouge Airport, which was a small airport. At midnight, they closed the airport. I mean, that's shut down. And when soon as we arrive in New Orleans, what's New Orleans or something? I don't know. Then we took a small plane to Baton Rouge. Uh, when I'm there, no bags. I'm like, okay, no bags, no speak English. So I hear some lady talking in Spanish, and I went like, okay, here it is. That's my lifesaver. I went close to him and her, and I say, what happened with the bags? She said, well, they coming in the next flight. They got blah blah blah. I said, okay, now my bags arrived. I saw those bags like, oh my god, that part of me. So it's about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I'm like, all right. I called my mom. I said, Mom, nobody gonna pick me up. I'm going home. I'm gonna buy another ticket. I got some money. I'm going back. And she said, no, stay there. Wait, don't worry. Don't. She calmed me down. And okay, all right. But about midnight, they say everybody got to go out. We're gonna close the airport. I'm like, okay. So I got in the phone first, and I called Luke. They are in Ponce. I remember they're in the south side of the island working that Friday. This is a Friday. And finally I talked to him, and in the understand and don't understand, he said, don't worry, they working in Lafayette. Was it Lafayette or something like that? And they coming back. He gonna pick you up later on. And da da da. I said, okay. About 3:30 in the morning. Why? Yes.
How long have you been there?
Brother, I arrived at almost 6 o'clock till 3:30 in the morning. When who picked me up? Grizzly Smith, the dad of Jay the Snake. Yeah. He white, a big, Grizzly, a big white Impala arrived, and he said, "Juan." The point here is, when they take you out of the airport, was the concrete seats there. You sit there, and all the lights off, turn everything off. Boom, dark, pitch dark. I'm like, okay. My dad says that this is the worst side. So if somebody come, I have to fight. So I'm just sitting there like waiting to seize the first son of a bitch to come close. But the airport is like away from everything. So here come Grizzly arrived. Hey, Juan. He took me to a car, let's go. Took me to a hotel there. He's talking to me in English all the time. I'm like, I don't even understand shit, to be honest. Well, he said next day, in the morning, is Skandar Akbar. He's going to be your manager. He's coming. He's going to pick you up, take you where they stayed, and you go with them. They coming tonight from somewhere. In the morning, here comes Skandar Akbar, knocking my door, talk to me, let's go, blah, blah, blah. I was with Kamala Harris, Ray Candy, Skandar Akbar, and me. That's the only four that we travel. Sometimes I'm drive. I love to drive, so they put me to drive, and I was driving those big, huge Cadillacs. You know, you feel great, great on the road, and that's in my. That's when I met before they moved Ted DiBiase, Kamala, Jim Duggan, Jay the Snake, Dutch was there too. So I worked with all those guys, met them before they moved to WWF. So, you know, I got lucky to work with those guys. I always says things to teach me and help me to Jay the Snake. He was so teacher to me in that area. I remember we are in Oklahoma and they have like a 4 against 4. And they, you know, I was in that team and they're talking there, putting everything together. I'm like, you know, all those big guys there, everybody's like 6'5" up. You know, I'm like a stupid midget there, like, you know, looking there and they talking this and that. I'm like, that I just say shit. So I remember Jake said, "Don't worry, kid. I'll talk to you in a moment." So they finished everything. He said, "Come on, sit down." And he just went step by step, bam, 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 bam. In where I understand, suck all that. And I mean, the match was great. Everything on timing, everything good. Everybody, when we went to the back, all those old timers come to me, "Hey, kid, good shit, good match." I'm like, oh, you know, so I did something good. That was my first $1,000 that I win there.
Wow.
You know, I was so excited, you know, I'm like,
what a great group. Heck? You know,
oh my God, what a crew.
Scandor was my first riding partner in Texas.
Wow.
Oh, I loved Dak. I loved him. He lived just about an hour from me, and I'd go through, and me and James Beard would pick him up, and we go wherever we're going, or he'd come if we're going the other way. He'd come through and pick us up.
Wow, he teach me a lot. Talk to me. I mean, what a guy.
Super guy.
All the guy that I love that guy. I mean, was in short period of time because I was there just for 4 months only. Seal Oliver Humperdick.
Sir Ollie, oh yeah, happy.
To me, he was, I mean, great guy. I mean, wow. They like to smoke the doobie, and
yes, they do.
we coming. We are nearby New Orleans. Yeah, we are in New Orleans that night, and was Dick Slater, and his girlfriend was a Spanish Puerto Rican girl. I forget the name.
What was her name? It don't matter, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah. And Cat, maybe, I don't know. Well, and Oliver was driving, and we are driving, and they like that doobie, and here they start passing, and here come Oliver, go like, I'm sitting next to him. He's like, I'm saying, no, don't worry, I'm okay. He's like, come back to me. I'm like, no, I don't smoke. And he opened those big eyes, of him, and he's like, come on, kid. I said, okay. So this is my first try. Now I'm happy. They took me to a bar. And I'm thirsty. And I say, I want something, heavy. They say they have a Hurricane drink here, a big, huge glass. I said, give me one of those. And I start drinking that like it was water. They say, hey, easy on that. That's a heavy one. I'm saying, don't worry, I'm thirsty. I want to drink something.
Were you a drinker at that time or not?
What, pardon me?
Were you a drinker at that time?
No, not too much. I was thirsty. We finished the match, nothing to drink, and we arrive in a bar. Give me something cold. So I just drink like nothing. I said, give me another one. And they are like, oh my God. Even though I'm like, relax. Let's go. We stop in those big, huge hot dogs. And I take that hot dog. Soon I hit that. Something it's like a boxer. A Tyson hit me. Boom. I just went like, oh, hey. I remember I sit down and I just went and passed out right there. They, hey, come on, let's go. I'm like, all drunk, all fucked up. I threw up. Now I say, okay, all out. Come on, relax now. Let's go. Soon I come in, I just throw right there on the floor of the car. Wow! Oh my God, crazy! I was. You say, oh my God, what the hell was that? I said, we told you that was strong drink, whatever. I'm like, okay, no more.
No
After that, I
more
never
of it.
drink. I don't even drink no more. No, I was like, I mean, I'm a kid. I just exciting. I want to be there, learning. You know. Now, when I see Ted DiBiase, John Dog was there too. AYD, he was there. I see those guys leaving the company. I said to myself, well, they're gonna close this company here. Let me get out of here because what the heck? But no, that's what I said. My destination was that. I just learned something there, meet these people because I didn't even know later on I'm gonna meet them again. You
And,
know?
and business was fantastic there too, right? I mean, they were selling out all over the place with JYD and DiBiase
Oh,
and Jake and all that.
no, that's when he started picking all the territories main
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
You know, so I went back to Puerto Rico. Good. Why? Because I met this Peruvian tennis teacher from a gym nearby. The only guy that speaks Spanish there. So he, talking to him, I got my language. He teach me, hey, it's a supermarket over here. You could go buy groceries, blah blah blah. I say now I put few pounds heavy on me. So when I finished there, I come back to Puerto Rico, and they put me as Infernos, Gypsy Joe and me. So they put a mask on us, looked something different. I was more fat. Uh, so we did the assassins, we did the Infernos, till they say, hey, we're gonna send you to Mexico. I say, okay. This is already 84, 85, something like that. Yeah, 85. And that's when they say we're going to send you to Mexico. So I went to Mexico with another guy, local guy, uh, and I was there for 4 months too. After that, finished there, come back to Puerto Rico. That's when they come up with the TNT gimmick. They say, all right, cut your hair. Let's put some paint in your face. Your name is going to be TNT. I'm like, what? TNT. I say, well, okay. What you want me to paint? I say, whatever you want. Was an experiment of that gimmick. That character was an experiment. They have an idea of paint whatever you have in your face, and that's it. So I'm like, okay. The first idea that they have was make me like a Mr. Clean with a boar head and a big ear, something like earring or something like that. White shirt, the same kind of type of gimmick. But they come up with the TNT gimmick, put something in your face. So what I did is I mixed the character wasn't, developed with the martial arts. So I used the martial arts, the kicks or whatever. So I start putting it all together. So I start coming out with a kimono, painting my face. They put that profi, a local guy, as my manager, and I never talk. I just sit down there. I mean, I was like up here like this with the painting in my face. I never blink. I just look at the camera all the time, like pissed off. And the manager's behind me with Hugo Sabinovich doing the voiceovers. And after that, we finished the interviews every week, the same, just quiet. So what they did with that character, they don't have a top heel. The top heel was Stan Hansen, and Hansen just finished about, I don't know, 2 weeks before or something like that. So they didn't even have established a heel. So they got this kid and I put it on TV. And I remember Jose put his arm around me, walking towards the ring, the hallway in the back, and he said, well, this is the opportunity. Or you make it, or you get the hell out of here. And I look at him. I already have 2 years and something working with professionals, with people that know how to work inside the ring. So I have a little bit more knowledge about the business. And I remember I tell him, don't worry, I got this. Just like that. I said, don't worry, I got this. So I went to the ring and I did what I did. So one of the guys was jealous kind of a pissed off with me because he started before me, and I here come and they have something for me. So he was a kind of a jealous, and he tried to shoot me with me in the ring. So I said, no way, Jose. This is my. I remember, man. I remember, Jerry. I say, this is my time. So I just do what I did and do what I did. So I did 3 matches for television, in where the story that they come up with was that we won the Universal title from Carlos. So in television, I beat the whole locker room. Every week, I was beating somebody. Boom, boom, chopping everybody left and right. Put the Cobra Clutch on it, slip it, TNT the winner. So who the hell is this guy? That arena hold like 500 people. Nice, clean. See now, that arena from 30 people start getting boom, 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 high and full by the weeks, because they show on TV and everybody's like, who the hell is that guy? Don't even look nothing I was in the beginning, a few years back. Bald head, painted face, quiet, don't say nothing to nobody. Every time I arrive at the building was with the mask on, with the what's it called? The ski mask, like a ski mask. I just come in with that, leave the building with the ski mask again. The next time the people see me was with the paint. That's it. So they want to see me without the paint somehow. I got people follow me in cars to taking pictures with the Polaroid, cameras.
Right.
Because I was taking care of that character big time. So every time we come in and the kids now that I'm talking, years back, talking to guys in the street that they recognize me everywhere. They talk me when I was a kid, I got the makeup of my mom and I used to paint it like a TNT. And we wrestle, and others tell me I got into the martial arts because of TNT, because I was the real shit in the Taekwondo, so the kicks was real. And it begin, I have to make a lot of adjustments because the kicks was heavy on the people. I remember one time I'm working with my guy Danny Spivey. I love Danny. We work in Yauco, Puerto Rico. And Danny's, he's what, 6'7", I believe, 6'6". He's a tall guy. And the finish was my kick, the side kick. And I hit him so hard that my Tabi boots have like lines like this on the side, and I put it 3 lines right here in his chin.
Oh no.
with my heel. I just went bam, knock him out. But hey, was a kick to me, was a, he took a bump, that's it. I covered him, 1, 2, 3, finished the match, went back to the dressing room, and here come the Vikingo, one of the referees. He went to Carlos and said, Carlos, we have a problem. He say, what happened? He say, Danny Spivey is in the other dressing room and he's pissed off and he want to come here to fight TNT. And Carlos said, when he say that in Spanish, of course, I went like, oh, he want to fight me? And get up like, what the heck? He want to fight me, let's fight. And Carlos said, hey, relax, stay there, let me talk to him. So he went across, talked to the guy, whatever, and he asked me, what happened? Well, I did this. So he come Danny to the dressing room, and that's when I see the 3 marks right here. I'm like, oh my God. I'm saying, I'm sorry. He's like, you son of a bitch, you knocked me out. I said, oh my God, I'm sorry, So now from those points, I start adjust the kicks. I said, no, you have to go maybe 1 foot, half foot, this way. Don't go that hard. So I adjust the kick. I remember I was doing the kick as Quan in WWF by that time, and Shawn Michaels come to me and say, hey, kid, I gotta talk to you. I said, yeah. He say, can you please don't shoot that kick no more, because that's my finish, and your kick look better than mine. I remember that. I look at him and say, okay, man, don't worry. I say, okay. That's when I start using the spinning kick, But I remember that happened in the States somewhere. But man,
Guys
we
used
have
to do that. Guys, if Jake came in, nobody did a DDT. Guys would literally go, go to the guys, hey, if you don't mind, that's my finish. And people would
yeah,
do it.
that's true.
It wasn't a big deal. You just did what
Jerry, you come from that era. I mean, you don't use the move of nobody.
Right,
No,
exactly.
I mean that's that guy. Talking about Jake, you say about the DDT. In Louisiana, Louisiana. Somewhere I working with him, and he gave me the DDT, and I went straight, and even protect myself. I don't know how to protect that in that time. I learned the hard way.
Yeah, you learn how.
Brother, I hit that canvas like it is no tomorrow. I hurt my neck. Boom! Oh my God! 1, 2, 3, we finished. I'm still warm, but with the pain. Now we are in a car driving. I'm in pain big time. My neck is killing me. I believe something moved there. I'm in pain. Don't ask me. I was. Now driving one of the nights was scandal driving. I mean, holding my neck. I started falling asleep, and the sleeping. I don't know what happened. I just snatched my neck. I just went boom when I feel the pain, and I hit back right there. Dang! That neck when whatever it was, this maybe move or whatever, get in place.
Wow!
And I'm in pain big time. This is the first time. Second time is when I hurt my neck in WWF, 98, believe 90, some 98. That's when they took me off the roster because I heard my C7 was nerve pinch and was the same pain big time. They took me off the roster. I went to therapy, get fixed. I was wearing my neck brace 24/7 because the pain's so bad that I cannot be with support in my neck because the weight of the head make my neck, I mean, bad. So my wife says, "Can you fix me something here?" And the floor was a little bit down, coming to the garage. So I went in there with the stair. When I coming down, I said, oh, "Okay." Soon I put my right foot here, that the stair's gonna tip to the side, and I'm gonna fall, and I cannot fall. I'm in pain. So I said, "Okay." That's what happened. I just put my foot, the letter tip to the side. So I jump. I mean, this is like 2 feet. So when I jump to protect my neck, I just went like a bow right there, Jerry, and John. That thing went, in place. I didn't even know. I just grabbed my head with my neck brace, went all the way to the back. I have a recliner there with all my gimmicks to do massages or whatever. I went back and I'm out. I took some for sleep. I didn't even move from there. I eat nothing. I'm in pain. Fell asleep. Next morning, I remember. Next morning, I did like a taker. I just sit up, boom, with no pain, nothing. I was like, wow, what the heck, Good. I took the neck brace off. Was a little pain there, but nothing like that was before. But I feel it. I feel like I believe that the swelling went down or whatever, and that snatch helped me. And woof, from that point on, thank God, no more pain. Sometimes you got bother you, but that was my two biggest hurt, my neck. After that, and I remember I wasn't home, and Bruce called me. He said, "Oh, Savio, we have in mind do something like a boxing, tough enough, And I'm there with my neck brace. He say, "Do you want to go on that?" I say, "Well, we're gonna pay this much money. If you win at the end, you're gonna make this other money, whatever." I say, "Well, yeah, get me in." But I'm saying yes, but I have a neck brace. I'm hurt. So I got fixed myself, and I did my first match with Bracos. Remember Bracos, the big bodybuilder guy? Did anybody know what happened with that guy?
No.
He just disappeared.
Disappeared. Yeah. They were going to push him to the moon. I mean, he was that huge European bodybuilder. He was huge.
After that fight, I believe he just quit. He left. Uh, when they tell me they're gonna fight him, I remember he called me, and he got that funny voice. Hey, Savio, and I said, he said, Savio, we gonna fight? He said, yes. And I explained him everything. And he said, but this is for real. I said, well, yeah. If you win, this happened. If you lose, you're done. And he's like, okay. But he thought it was a work. So when we are in the ring and we start punching, I said to myself, if this son of a gun catch me with that 4x4, he gonna knock me out. So I need to do something before he touch me, you know. So big well, you see the guy.
It's huge,
and huge. And when we start working, you know, I just hit that nose, ping ping, you know, and those I start worrying. First round finish, I'm sitting here, I look across, and he's looking at me like I want to kill you. You know, he just like that. And I just look in, I see the dripping of blood, and he's like that. I'm like, I just went like that, remember? And he's like, oh, you know. So next round, blah, 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 whatever. And he twisted one ankle too. I mean, was bad for him, to be honest. But I say, I like to talk to that guy, you know, but I believe he went to his country or whatever, but I don't know nothing about him.
He was
God
German,
bless him.
Wasn't he German?
No?
I believe so, yeah.
German or from the Netherlands or
I don't know whatever happened to the guy though. I mean, he
after the Brawl for All, he disappeared for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Never came
after
back.
After that, and I never hear nothing nowhere from him.
Because they had huge hopes for him, you know, because we were doing so well in Germany with our TV over there. They really wanted to, you know, be the European star, and he was, I guess, top 6 Mr. Olympia bodybuilder. I think. I mean, he was world class.
Yeah, world class. Yeah.
Brother, those shoulders like that, I go, whoa. A nice guy, brother. Nice guy. I
Really nice guy. Yeah, he was.
Nice guy, yeah. Very polite guy.
Yeah, but I don't know. He disappeared from that. And
you know, it's funny. You never heard from him again, and nobody heard from Nathan Jones again. You know, of course, Nathan was there longer, but Nathan was beyond. Nathan was huge.
Which one is Nathan?
The big Australian guy.
The Australian guy. Was he there when you were there? The big Australian? He may have came right after you. That's right. He may have come right after you. Because he did that movie with Brad Pitt.
Okay, no, I don't
Gladiator,
know.
Or one of the Gladiator movies. Not Gladiator, but one of that type movies where he played Achilles or something.
Okay.
Massive guy, you know, huge arms. And we went down to Perth, Australia. We had flown to Seoul, Korea, Singapore, Perth, back-to-back days. And he got to Perth, his hometown, and just grabbed his bag and walked out. We never saw him again.
Gone.
Oh,
no.
He had it. Nice guy, massive human being. They had all kinds of plans for him, and he just disappeared.
He probably was after I finished.
I think he was just after. Yeah, he was just after.
Yeah.
So is that the main reason you ended up stopping with WWE was the injuries of the neck?
Well, they took me out when my neck got hurt. I come back for the Brawl for All. That's when we start doing the Super Astros, the Spanish show, because that was the idea with Víctor Quiñones and take WWF in Espanol, in Spanish. You know, have a whole crew going to the Spanish area. We did 13 hours of television, half an hour show, in Univision television, and that was, man, nice. We got the Japanese, we got Mexican guys, we got the Puerto Rican, we got some Cuban, and I mean, you got all that sauce there, and the show was good, to be honest. Editing by the professionals there, the voiceovers in Spanish with Carlos and Hugo. I mean, it was a good show. The only problem there was that Vince asked for $60,000, you know, for the whole hour, like a $1,000 a minute. So they say no. Something happened. Somebody disrespect Linda in the process. Something happened. The Vince say fuck him. But after that, everybody, you know, he's not gonna carry all these guys paying money for nothing. So all the Spanish, half of the, I mean, the whole crew, they just keep Esa Rios and Taka, I believe was. That's the only two guys. The rest, just everybody, me and the rest of Boricuas go home. So but man, I believe if that happened, that Univision say yes. Oof. And look at this. After they say no, they took everybody out. What, 2001 or something like that? That's when the company went public. So Univision, I believe, went like, oh my God, what a mistake we make here, because that could be, something good. I talked to Triple H when he come for the pay-per-view, and I mentioned to him too. I said, why we not do the Spanish? I mean, it's not like they don't need it because they are all over the place. But I said, you have the Spanish area here where you could make some money over here and make some other money over there, big time. And he said that's in mind already long time ago. But when, we don't know.
I know initially, Savio, I mean, years ago, back 95, 96, Vince had an idea to have like a Spanish league as well. Either based in Central America or South America that would work in conjunction, but we are separate. I mean, almost like an NXT, but an NXT South America.
Yeah, actually, John, he wanted to do that all over the world. I mean,
correct, that's right. I've heard him say that. He wanted to have like academy type things in, let's say, Europe, England, South America, Asia, in different places around Australia, different places around the world, and have then kind of come together for like a global summit, world championship.
Exactly.
That's right, Jerry.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, it was going to be the wrestling Super Bowl.
I've heard him talk about that many times, but that was back in the 90s when he was talking about that. That was his vision.
Remember, you and I wanted to buy Greece because we wanted to go. Greece was going bankrupt or something. We tried to
That's right. That's right. Savio, how many times a week are you running down in Puerto Rico?
Well, with the economy and the stuff, we just running 2 times a month, 3 times sometimes.
The big shows.
Yeah, well, big shows and regular shows depends of how we got the buildings. To get buildings lately is a pain because it's too much basketball and volleyball everywhere. So it's kind of hard to get dates and building. We already have the whole year looking for buildings, sending letters to the mayors to get buildings. But sometimes year before, we work the 2 months of June and July every Saturday. We work all over the area. And this year we planning the same, but picking the right buildings because I lost money. We lost money in that. Up to this date, all my kids, all the guys already, they are paid. No, I not even own a dime to nobody. So happy for that. And working hard, learning from JBL.
There you go.
Hey, well, JBL is here because of Savio Vega. You were my first match, my first storyline, my first pay-per-view. You're my first everything. If it hadn't been for you, I'm not sure I would have ever made it.
Savio, you remember that night when I put you guys together? I remember coming to you, and I knew John was coming in, and we wanted an opponent for him. And there was a blizzard that night, and I think it was Bethlehem. The government closed all the roads down, and there was like 300 people who had already come in the building. We moved them all to one side over there, and I came to you and I said, Savio, got this big 6'5" cowboy, wants a job. I don't know what he can do. Go out there and find out what he can do. You guys went out and tore the damn house down.
Yeah. Another story is with Dustin. When I remember they put the gold dust gimmick on him. I saw him every week here and dressing, sitting down. And I remember one time I'm off that day. I said, man, what happened with you? What working? He said, they don't know what, they don't have nothing for me. I said, what do you mean? They don't know what they're going to do with me. I said, well, I have an idea. what I could do with you. And he said, you really? I said, yeah. Can I talk to Pat? I said, yes, why not? So here come Pat and say, Dustin says that you have an idea how to do something with him. I said, yeah. Well, you working with him. Go, show me. I'm looking at him and say, you son of a bitch, I was off, So I got dressed and I said, well, let's work it out this way. And this is I many times I remember explaining him. I said, this is the way I see your gimmick, like a flamboyant guy. I said, well, they don't want to sell like a I don't know, gay guy or whatever. I don't know if that's the right word. And I said, by that time, no. And I say, well, this is what I have in mind. With your gimmick, the way you come in and whatever, let's lock up. And that's when I say, go behind and start like a rubber me. I'm going to, I'm a fighter guy. If you touch somebody like that in the street, they're going to beat the hell out of you. So I say, let's do that in the ring. So soon you touch me, I go like, what the hell is this? You son of a gun. You hide, and we're going to do it again. Let's see the reaction. I'm working always with my ear. So soon I got a reaction. That's the door. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. And we continue putting together a few things here, there, till, man, we have many, many matches there. I remember one time, a Sunday, we are in, what's it, Stanford, working. It was Stanford, nearby the company, the office. It was Hartford or something like that. I don't know. And I'm with Dustin in the ring. And we have, you have many, many Puerto Ricans in that area. And I come out knowing that was Puerto Ricans, and I come in with the Puerto Rican flag shirt. So you hit the guys in the heart right there. So working with Dustin, we got the people, man, wow, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. And we finished the show, went back to the dressing room, and here's Vince. He shake my hand, hey, what a match! I love the match. And I say to him, put us in a pay-per-view. he never put us in a pay-per-view, And but it was a good match. Great matches with.
I'll tell you, when I came back from Bethlehem, not Bethlehem, Dutch Mantel went out with me. Dutch was my manager for a year.
I remember.
I love Dutch like all of us do. And Dutch went out with me, and I came back, and I didn't really know Dutch. I just met him in the dressing room, and I liked him. And he went out with me. I came back and he shook my hand. I said, man, that guy can work. Talking about you. And Dutch goes, yeah, he's awesome. I said, well, how'd it go? And Dutch says, if that doesn't get you a job, nothing will.
Wow. Do you know when we start here in 99, by 2002, maybe? Yeah, about 2002. What is the name? We hired Dutch. I was known him over there in WWF, and he was coming here in Puerto Rico, and he was working for Carlos. And by that time, I have a Hummer, a yellow Hummer, and I come into the office, driving to the office, and around one of the bus stop is Dutch, sweaty. He was sweat. It was a hot day. He was pouring water. He was, and here I come, and I just stop right here. He just look up, and I put my window down. When he saw me, he didn't even talk. He just opened the door and sit down and close. Like, let's go. He just say, let's go. I said, man, it's hot. And I got the AC on, and he's like, oh my God. I give some napkins, and he's cleaning, and I said to him, man, when you gonna work for me? And he said, well, let's talk. I say, well, let's go. What are you gonna do now? He say, nothing. So I said, let's go. So I called the office and say, I'm gonna be a little late now. So I took Dutch to this is funny. We say, let's stop over here, but I don't like the area. I'm like, no, let's move further down. So a little bar. So we sit down in that little bar talking, and we start talking about the business and blah 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 blah. We finish. Next day, I drop him in his apartment, and next day he called me. He said, "Man, you're not gonna believe this." I said, "What?" So soon I walk in the Carlos office. He asked me, "How was the meeting?" I say, "What do you mean?" He say, "He asked me about the meeting." I said, "What meeting?" He said, "You and me." And I say, what? What are you talking about? And he said to Carlos, you're talking to the TNT. And he said, oh, yeah, we work together in WWF and we sit down and then I realized, I said, where the hell we are? You know, we went. So I looked the place later on, and that guy was a big sponsor of Carlos. That was my first time and that, you know, going to that place. So I see the place nice. I say, let's have a beer here. And that guy was a sponsor. So he called Carlos after we finished there, tell him that he know about wrestling. Savio Vega was here with Dutch Mantel, you know, talking blah blah blah. And so you know, when Dutch told me that, I'm like, that's okay, don't worry. That week he said to Carlos, I'm out, I'm gone. So he come work for us, and man, we 2002, 3, and 4, we make big business here. I mean, big time. We have a hell of a crew. We have like I say, you know, a great editor in that time. Him as a storyteller, and we got another guy with doing music videos, and we have a great crew. Okay, I mean, great guys. They know how to work, know how to listen, and know how to deliver what we're looking. You know, in that time, it was good.
Well, I think that's so awesome. You're teaching that old school work to a brand new generation of kids who actually have never even seen it, not on TV, not unless they go on YouTube, you know, and you're bringing that style back down there, and then and your fellow countrymen down there. That's what they love. They love to see that.
Yeah,
you know? So
yeah.
so cool.
That's what I teaching the guys. I say you have to work. I mean, with your head. I mean, it's guys.
Well, you said earlier, work with your ears.
That's it. My cauliflower right here.
Yeah,
that's right.
But the point.
That I helped.
The point here is too. I mean, the kids these days have local. Let me talk about the locals, because in the States there are great guys that teach good wrestling, and the guys, I mean, have the knowledge how to teach and how to do things. Here in Puerto Rico, while running to the wall when I see guys they want to do tryout with us, they want to come with us, in where their teacher is coughing all the time and limping all the time. So you got a student coughing and limping too. So when they come to me, you have to fix a bunch of stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, do you pay for to learn wrestling? Yeah. Well, they stole your money, because now you want me to pay you to wrestle when you don't know how to do a headlock. Like we say, you don't know what is a wrist lock with a headlock, you know? Yeah, so it's like, how the hell you want me to pay you when you don't know how to even do this and do that? Yeah. So you should pay me to have you in my company, you know? And so many guys that I have that you have to go back to school. You know, I start doing early on the day of the show. I get all my crew early, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and do some teaching, you know, timing, do this, do that. I have to invest that in them, because if they don't do that, the time is gonna be longer, you know, to make something good. So I need to cut that chase and teach them, hey, this, give them the struct of what I need in television, in the ring, the timing, where to get up, how to get up, where to look. Always my fight, camera, work for the camera. Do not, I mean, but the people, forget about it, they're already here. It's more people in that lens right there than in here in the house.
Yeah, you know, you're saying so much knowledge there. You're taking the old school style, but still you realize that it takes that camera and that editor and that production crew to make what they're doing look good. And you're incorporating both of it there. These kids that you got down there, they're getting a hell of a lesson, Savio.
Oh, and one thing is they know that I, you know, when I tell them things, it's because I wanted them to make better, because that helped that company. I help everybody, not just me, not help them, because one day they're gone, they're gonna teach that to somewhere else. you know. So I love this business, to be honest. And I love the production stuff. I like to come from the ground, producing, in a production in where you got that kid. I have a kid here, John Hawkins. I mean, he's 6'3". He speaks perfect English. I mean, he's the main guy here. I mean, we pushing. We took one belt out, and we are constructing this kid. They love that guy. They love that guy, John Hawkins. Yeah, yeah. So we are working on television. Television is very, very important. We know that because, like you say, I mean, the look of the camera, the edition is very important. When the guys want to send me, I want to send you a video. I said, well, send me matches. Don't send me music video, because a music video, everybody look perfect. Yeah. So I don't buy that. I don't go with that. Send me matches, because I see you walking from the dressing room before you touch the ring. I say, he's good. If not, get the hell out of here. Move it. You know that he come to a point where yeah, forget about that. So I mean, happy, to be honest. It's a headache every time. It's a every week or every day. It's a headache when you get in some trouble and something happen. When the kids, that's what I call them. When the kids think they know everything because you give them a push. I say, motherfuckers, when you born, do you born with the belt? Do you win with your hands up or something like that? No, we create that. So don't be an ass. And if you want to do a job, do a job. If not, get the hell out of here, because everybody is going to do a job here, starting with me. If I do a job, you're going to do a job. You don't want to do a job, stay in your bed, pin your girlfriend, pin your bed, and be a champion. No, here. Everybody going to do a job. Get the hell. No, I don't have no, guys, I don't have trouble with that at all. At all. My booker said, I think we're going to have a problem with this. I said, problem with what? I don't have a problem. He have a problem. He's the one to be here. Now that he's here and he feel like he's up here, he don't want to do that. Get the hell out of here. At this point, my friends.
Yeah, you don't need those headaches. You don't want those headaches.
Hey, at this point right now, I don't have problem with that at all. I mean, they know we are. Let me get it. They know I'm the guy with the stick, and I'm the one directing the traffic.
You're the conductor. You're the conductor.
Yeah, exactly. And they know. And my booker, he's very straight with what he's doing. I trust this kid. I mean, he's amazing. This kid is, and he have a movie right down, but it's locked in a computer. That computer is, I mean, he's going crazy with that, but he's good. That kid is, Luis Santiago, his name. Yeah. Well, but telling you, yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I know you got a million things to do, and you've given us so generous of your time. But this has been one of the most fun afternoons I've had in years. This is so much fun listening to you, catch up with you, talk to you.
You just bring a smile to our faces, Savio.
Oh, Savio, this is so good. It's like going down memory lane. It's just a lot of fun.
One more here. We are in Gary. You remember? I don't know if you're there. I don't think you're there. The Madison Square Garden, when they switched me to heel with Ahmed Johnson. No, it was Bruce and Vince. It's a house show, and that's when they say, well, let's turn Savio heel with the Nation of Domination. And Ahmed Johnson was my partner. Yeah. Remember that? And
yeah, I do remember.
Ahmed Johnson is my partner, and all of a sudden, he's selling. He tagged me. Soon he tagged me. I just grabbed by the neck and slingshot him. What the hell? Just beat the hell out of him. And 1, 2, 3, and now Nation of Domination born. With the all three guys, Crush, God bless him, man, Ron and me, and I bring a small Puerto Rican flag. I'm doing my flag and bunch of Boricuas there, but Puerto Rico, woo, woo. And I just looked to the entrance, and that's Vince right there. Vince is doing this, raise the flag. And I look at him, and I look the flag. I'm like, I go like, no way. I look at him. I say, no. And he just turned around over there, and something's like, hey. And I just went back and look at him again, and he's like, "Beat the fucking." You can see his face. You can see his face. He's like, "Rip the front." I'm like, no. 1 second later, he has Bruce next to the ring, hitting the apron. Rip the flag. Rip the flag. I say no, and I give it to Ron, but that flag wasn't. It is hard to break. That's a kind of a polyester type.
Oh, and yeah. It's not easy to rip.
We tried. No. And Ron is doing that don't even break. I mean, he's trying and can't break, So Vince was pissed with me. Next day, we are, I don't know where, New York somewhere. And Mark Mero and me, we are outside of this door. All of a sudden, Vince come out of the door, and he looked at us. To be honest, I never see that he looked at my eyes, but he just looked us, continue walking, and say, "Do you still working here?" And just gone. And listen, Mark Mero and me, we look at each other, and Mark say, "He said that to me." I say, "Well," I said to him, "Well, he wasn't looking at me." And we are like, now he's worried, I'm worried, both are like, what the heck? Well, we continue working for the company, but, I remember that. Oh my God.
Remember the time in Johannesburg when Ron was cutting the promo and Crush was out there with him? You may have been out there with him too. And Ron Simmons had cut a promo in every African city. And he's going, "I am not an African-American. I'm an American." And he'd cut this promo, and people are booing him like crazy. So we get up in Johannesburg, and he's cutting this promo. It's awesome every night. And remember, where people were checking guns at the gate. There was a big pile of guns. And so Ron gets up, and he's got like little laser lights all over him. Well, we're checking all these guns. Now, not one of them's a gun. They're laser lights. But he looks at all these lights all over him, and Ron goes,
"Wow.
I want to tell you," and he starts to cut his promo. He goes, "The Nation of Domination is great. Tell him, Crush." And Crush goes, "Yeah."
I remember I was babyface when we went to Africa. I remember that. Yeah. Oh, Jerry, we got a story. We got a story, Jerry. We are I don't know where, one of the towns, and it was pouring. I mean, was raining big time. I mean, heavy. And I have a match with Rock. Rock was the Intercontinental Champion. And we just come inside the ring, jump on me as a small package with the belt on. The belt hit my forehead too.
That's right. I cut you open.
1, 2, 3 right there. And everybody, and I went back to the dressing room, and Jerry was pissed. "What the hell are you doing? What the?" I said, "What? It's raining." He said, "No, we should have a match here." He's pissed off. I said, "Well, let's come back there." "No, that fellow's around here." He was. I remember that.
Yeah.
And we were all laughing because you guys went out there to do it. Had like a 15-second match, and you got cut open.
And I say, I got beat with the belt on. I got juiced at the same time and hit with the office.
Yeah, he was the office.
Oh my God!
He had 15 seconds. So
that's right.
Yeah, I almost forgot that. Yeah, that's the same tour. We put a joke on Ron Simmons and his I believe it was Fatu. I was involved too.
You were involved in a lot of that stuff.
That put the what is it called? A towel. I believe it was a towel paper, towel paper, and back top, and open it. And flooded. That was pouring water.
Flooded the whole room.
Yeah, the front desk. The front desk was above the under his room. And in the morning, that took all night to run the water somewhere till come all the way. Oh my God. Crazy.
Jerry,
I mean,
and you wonder why I don't have any hair now. Putting up with you guys.
Hey, and the best part, Savio, was I was on the bus with Ron. You're probably on the babyface bus, and Ron's sitting there, and Jerry comes up and he goes, "Ron, what happened with all the water?" And Ron's sitting there and goes, "Yeah, Jerry, the people's." And Jerry goes, "What people's?" So remember, Jerry, and Ron goes, "Yeah, because he's not going to tell on you guys." And so,
yeah, of course,
the people's, and finally Jerry says, "Ron, how about I fine you like some amount, $300 to $500 whatever dollars?" He goes, "And we'll just call it even." Ron goes, "Yeah, that's a good idea." And that was it.
I probably find him and ran for $500.
Yeah.
Which is $5.
Yeah.
What about the food fight in our plane?
Oh, when the pilot was going to kick us off?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we landed in London, we were supposed to be going where? Somewhere in Germany, I think it was. And we landed in, and the pilot said, "You guys are not getting back on the plane." Remember, I had to get apology from you and Davey Boy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got. Remember,
Davey wanted to fight. Remember, he wanted to fight.
Yeah. I remember. I got they got the silvers there, and I got the knife, and it just went like that, and that knife was stick on the top of the the bag is. Oh my god!
Yeah, it's stuck. It's stuck in. It's stuck in it. It was there when we got off the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had some time, guys. Too bad we don't have 4 hours, man. We can sit here and harass all of them. Those were wild, man. Those are the only tours I enjoyed really working with, those international tours, because we were wide open.
Savio, I never knew for sure it was like you and Crush. I wasn't sure who it was, but I always remember the fallout was Ron. He wouldn't stooge anybody. He wouldn't tell on anybody. He just he took the full blame. He just, "You're gonna find me, okay?" He never. That's great.
Quiet. Do you there in Italy by the Vatican? Agents was Rene Goulet and Tony Garria, and we took the tour for the Vatican, the Roman Colosseum. So we are here in the Vatican, and before we come out of the bus, Rene Goulet said, "Guys, listen, we are in a holy place. Be polite. Do not use bad words, and be careful with what you do." And we are like, "Oh yeah, everybody, quiet, blah blah blah." So we are out. We come to the big plaza, and here come the guys with the rosaries and all that gimmicks, to sell. And and Rene Goulet have his money like that, and he put his arm around somebody, and the money got gone. Boom. So when he looked, what the heck? All the guys are like this, busy. So he looked, everybody's like, "Okay, who got my money? Where's my money? Hey, where's my money?" Here come 1, 2, 3 kid from I don't know how many yards away from the cafeteria with something eat and a drink, and he's just coming eating. So he got close. Rene Goulet just chopping. Bam! "Where's my money? Give me my money." And he's like, "What? What are you talking about?" And 10 minutes before, he said, "Don't say bad words." Like, he started, "God damn it."
Yeah.
He started cursing. He started cursing big time. "God, you son of a bitch, get my money, my money." Everybody's looking for the money. Who was? Owen. Owen.
Owen.
Tremendous.
Owen took his money and hide. We got Mabel was there. I got a picture somewhere. All the guys there, and I remember. Oh, Rene Goulet, he started cursing there, and we are like, "What the hell?" I mean, you say don't say bad words, and you just come in and finally Owen come and say, "Here's your money, sir," and he just chop him. Bam! You son of a gun! Oh, we laughed that day big time. I mean, please do not say bad words. 5 minutes later, he's like, "Yes."
That's great.
Wow. I mean, what a memories, man. Crazy. Crazy.
Savio, thank you so much, my friend, for coming on
Thank
here,
you.
man. We'd love to have you back somewhere down the line.
Yes, sir. Please.
Keep
Please.
telling these wonderful stories, man. Thank you so much.
Please. Thank you.